Welcome back to the Iroquois Lacrosse Arena on the Six Nations of the Grand River for the second of two. Our second matchup as the Paris Riverwolves hosting the Six Nations Snipers. Hello again, Lance Wynn working alongside JVI Productions. Starting goalies for the Snipers, it'll be Dusty Hill that gets the call. And at the other end, it'll be Callum Lever-Pereira that gets the start for the Riverwolves. Officials for today's game, Seb Bedoin is a crew chief. He's joined by Delaney DuPont and Brad Fennell. Head coaches for Six Nations, it's Darcy Palace. His staff includes Vince Longboat and Derek Searle. And for the Riverwolves, in his 8th season, not in attendance here today, Jamie Dubrick, but his assistant, Chris Driscoll, will be at the helm for the Riverwolves. Coming into this one, of course, the Snipers, winners last week, 16-9 over the Peterborough Timbermen to ride their winning streak to 1. The Riverwolves fell to the defending champion Whitby Steelhawks 23-10 to final. But boy, oh boy, you can expect this team to right the ship. Opening possession belongs to the Snipers, and they'll set up their offense now. Jaden Patterson out there, as is Hess, and he'll work it across. Quick shot there by Thunder Hill, making his return to the Snipers. Came back last week and here today. Possession will give them a fresh 20 to work with. Riley Hess swings it across. That shot doesn't get through. Knocked down. Connor Scott with a hard hit, and probably should have been a call there, as this one will go up and Curtis Woodland will track it down. Caden Merritt with him. Woodland goes to the shot wide of the mark. Karams out, and it's Bradenburg one ahead. Chance here for the Snipers. Leaning in, and just a little outmatched size-wise was Thunder Hill. And instead, Bradenburg tracks it down. Kicks it over, wide open. That shot from Keelan Pilon steered aside. So tested early on, Lever-Pereira, as that one is going to be an over and back, and it is. So a bit careless. Woodland took his eye off it, and of course Curtis Woodland, the leader on this Riverwolves team. And now it will be the Snipers here with a chance. They've been playing their best lacrosse, coming off probably their best game last week. Ross Hill out there as well. Patterson can't get that, too much traffic. Nick Ellerton's going to come away with it. Morrow's jumping in the rush. Ellerton. Gavin Sky's going to run him down just a bit, change his plan, and give way now to Ty Argent. Of course, Argent going up against his former team. Ellerton shot wide of the mark. Rebound's going to carry him up, and it's an over and back. So the Snipers now with possession, and they'll work it over the timeline with Hess. Hess out there with Pilon, working it over to Hill. Jeremy Bombury out there as well. Stotts. My apologies. As Jerry Stotts and Travis Stotts. And now it's Brooks. He'll put on the brakes, give way to Woodland. Woodland behind the net. Noah Simonelli trying to curl his way out, goes to the bounce. Dusty Hill, good job to block that. Woodland tracks it down. Shovel pass, in tight off the crossbar. So Simonelli with a couple of golden opportunities. Wasn't able to cash in either. And it's a fresh 20 now for the Riverwolves. Simonelli takes a good cross check, sends it. Woodland has room. Underhands. Hill, good save. That one taken away by Stotts. Quick pass ahead. Here come the Snipers. Good to see Brooker Muir back in a Snipers uniform. They've missed him. Veteran Mike McLaughlin as well. Chance here. That check, and another good solid stop made by Lever-Pereira, and now the other way come the Riverwolves. Argent out there working with Woodland on the left side with Merritt. Quick shot. Hill to save. Woodland trying to corral that in that corner. Stotts in there as well, battling. Merritt trying to fish something out. Ball popped loose. Shot clock still ticking away. Whole lot going on Instead, Argent comes out. That shot right on target. McLaughlin had it, but it popped out. And Argent now working that left side, kicks it back out. Ellerton to swing. Bad pass. It's tracked down by Eric Poirier. And now the Snipers will look to turn it up the other way. Hess. He'll wait, send it across, and they'll zip it down left side half boards. Patterson trying to duck in, gets a step, curls back out, draws two, was looking for Hess. Instead down low, 2 feeds to Hess, couldn't connect on either. Ellerton's going to come away with it. Nick Ellerton, one of those guys, does a little of everything. Going to be asked to fill some of the offensive void here in this game. And now Woodland. Dawson Brown out there as well on the right side, as is Graham Bergsma. He gets taken down. Brown ducks in. That shot off a defender and stays in play. No reset. 5 in a shot clock. Behind the net. No connection. And Sugihara is going to run that down. Well, they're glad to get Kanori Sugihara back in the lineup. Shovel pass. Bounce. Too much on it. And that was tipped, so that'll stay right here. Possession for another 20 belongs to the Snipers. Ross Hill. He'll set things up. Looking for an opening. Trailing out late. Swings at the Thunder, and they'll kick it left side. Ross took his eye off that one. Good recovery. Dying seconds, and Hessel heave it in the corner. Good defensive hold by the Riverwolves. And they now will regain possession and bring it over the timeline. Good crowd on hand here. The finale of Week 12 in the Arenalacrosseleague. Argent almost tripped up by Brooker Muir. Maintains possession, ducks in, can't find an opening, swings it to Merritt. Merritt, good swarming defense by the Snipers. Kuchi Nakamura, his shot wide of the mark, and now Mitch Zulian speeds out of the pack and slows it up. He'll flip, give way to Patterson now will work the right side. Patterson and Thunder Hill runs that one down with 10 on the shot clock. Hill, good spin move, kick back out. Patterson swing. Pilon, twister, and it sneaks through. So dying seconds of the shot clock, and Pilon on the board, 1-0 Snipers. Good cut from Pilon, not quite sure that either Prey didn't want that one back. Wasn't a whole lot on it, but it was put in a very good spot and managed to trickle by the pad and into the back of the net. .8:45 to go, opening quarter. Of course, Snipers come in with a 4-7 record. The Riverwolves 6-5, and off the draw, Sugihara controlling like he usually does. Good flip back to Hess. Hess now, good pressure by the Riverwolves as they extend their defense, and now it's Hill. Gets some room right into the stick, knocked down. Chance here for Minicello. And on the run, flying down, picks the corner. Marcus Minicello with a transition goal ties this game at 1. Great job of getting that stick up and getting in the shooting lane. Hill thought he had a good look at that net, instead got knocked down, and a fortuitous bounce landed right back, and a good finish for Minicello. Off the draw, Connor Scott battling. Sugihara controls, trying to fend off, takes a hard hit. Scott runs him down, and now Ellerton bails them both out. Chased down by Poirier. Double team. Pushes the D back. Bodies all over the carpet. Bergsma now. Sends it across. Good job by Argent to play the carom. Argent, Dipsy Doodle, Travis Stotts all over him. Cutting, diving is Simonelli. He picks the corner. 2-1 Paris. Great job, great cut. More importantly, as Simonelli had a couple of chances early on, wasn't able to find the mark, but upped the percentage and was able to go airborne, cover some ground, and pocket that in the far side for the go-ahead goal. Off the draw. Controlled by the Snipers. They'll work it and start things off on that left side. Duck in, looking for Pilon, couldn't connect. Not the best pass. Patterson going to try to go for it, couldn't get it. Riverwolves now quickly over the timeline, and it's Ellerton. Ellerton starts on him, gives way now to Merritt. Merritt surveys, swings it across, gets it back. Merritt changes the angle. That one goes over the net. That's going to go back. And speedy Mitch Zulian scoops that up. Zulian, and it doesn't slide through. Diving in there for it was Brooker Muir. So a bullet dodged on a good opportunity for Mitch Zulian. Paris able to track that one down. Good job by Argent. He's been all over all these loose balls. Look at it, snatched that, and tried the backhand twister, and in a blink of an eye, we're at 6:34 to play, and that will bring us to our first officials timeout. Back to it here as the Snipers look to somehow find the equalizer here, working a Hess. Hess dumps over on the skip. Hill's going to bring that one back out. Patterson with an opening on the switch. Kicks it back out. Not able to connect there, as going for it was Jeremy Bombery and wasn't able to haul it down. They'll let it roll in the corner. Picked up at the net, so on target, and then knocked down, so no call. It was out of the crease. Ellerton bails his netminder out, and now it's Nakamura. He'll find some open space, give way. Woodland puts on the brakes, saw Stotts. Now has Stotts in hot pursuit. Shovel back. Merritt, big shot off the crossbar. That's going to go all the way back, but that won't be an over and back call, as it will be a reset to 20. Bergsma's going to retrieve it, and back to work on go the Riverwolves. Under 5.5 to play here, opening quarter. Bergsma going to swing it back to his stick side, looks for Woodland. Woodland, tough angle, and Dusty Hill gave him absolutely nothing to go for, and now Poirier will counter the other way. Both teams making changes, going from offense to defense. Ross Hill going to lean in, take a check. Gets a screen, ducks back the other way, rolls around, kicks it back out. Hess will swing it to the left. 5 on the shot clock. One-on-one Pilon. Quick shot, and Pilon buries it. So how about Keelan Pilon? He came to play today. That's his second of the game, and it ties things up at 2. Good job by the entire Snipers offense to keep themselves in perpetual motion. Tough to guard when a guy's moving. And that's exactly what happened there. So a good job by Pilon, able to shake himself free and find the mark. Off the draw. Snipers control. And Stotts will move it up. Opportunity there. Patterson wasn't able to come away with that cleanly. So some good defense from Ellerton and company, and he'll now try to work it over that timeline, and he does. Ellerton has Merritt with him on his left. Kicks it back, trailing Argent. Argent will look to swing. Simonelli on that side. Argent with Woodland. Argent trying to duck it. Great shovel. Merritt wasn't expecting it. Taps it ahead. It's loose. And the Orange are going to scoop it up. Mike McLaughlin not able, couldn't find it. Simonelli bails, but it's going to be a shot clock violation as Ellerton airs that one out. And possession will belong to the Snipers. Hill, give and go. Hess, tied up, and that one went off the post. And a fresh 20 now for the Snipers to work with. Hill looking inside, going underhand. Beauty finish on the screen and roll, and who else but Keelan Pelon. So back-to-back goals from Pelon. He's got all three for the Snipers, and they take their first lead. It's 3-2. So a bit of a revamped lineup for this Snipers team. They've had to change around some things, but got some familiar faces back that are going to help the cause as they're in the midst now of playing some of their best lacrosse here in Week 12. Off the draw. Travis Stotts will swing it over to Zulian. Zulian now will slow it up. Patterson. He'll take it half boards on the right side. Swinging around. Hill takes that one right on. Zulian tried to fish that out, but that's a crease ball, and possession will belong to the Riverwolves as we hit the 3-minute mark. Here in this first quarter, Argent one-on-one. Trailing late was Nakamura. Playing to Karam was Vredenberg. Vredenberg is going to go in alone. Has Wittich with him. Wittich shot stopped. So very unselfish play. Going to be a slashing call, I believe, but we'll wait for Delaney DuPont to give us the official word. But I think the penalty is going to go against Paris. So maybe there isn't going to be a penalty. I don't see anyone headed toward the penalty box. So maybe they'll have that as an inadvertent whistle. And possession looks like it's going to belong to Paris. So that's the case. I like the officiating. Good job by crew chief Seb Bedoin to go over to the coaches on each bench and explain the call, getting an earful, of course, from assistant Vince Longboat, but who really doesn't get an earful from Vince Longboat? If you've ever had a conversation with him. And now Riverwolves will inbounds. Ellerton will work it across. Argent has Sugihara on him tight. So delayed. I'm not sure. They got the extra attacker out there, but I'm not sure Paris' strategy, but Merritt gets a chance here, and they do the interchange, so that was pretty risky as Chris Driscoll trying something a little different. Sugihara. He's going to hold on to that, and he'll flip and head to the bench. Thunderhill chased down by Brown. He'll fake that flip again, kick it out. Patterson, some room, 7 on the shot clock. Lets that one go wide of the mark. That's going to go up and into the Paris bench. Possession belongs to the Riverwolves now with under 2 minutes to go here in this first quarter. Anicello. He's going to get it over the timeline. No problem there and set things up with Nakamura. Koichi Nakamura trying to duck in. Quick shot, and it's steered aside by Dusty Hill. And not quite sure as you see Graham Bergsma and Gavin Skye. And Gavin Skye is pleading his case, but that extra cross-check will easily cost you. So this is where the Snipers have been known to get into some problems. You get a good run going, get some momentum, and then you've got to spend some time in the box. So Paris, to their first power play opportunity, come in working at a 58% efficiency rate on their power play. Snipers have killed off 38% of their penalties. So Woodland's at the top. Simonelli on that right side. On the left, Merritt and Argent. That's going to be a back in. So possession will remain right here with the Riverwolves. Dawson Brown out on that right crease. Woodland has it partially deflected. Gets it back. Works it now to that left side. Argent. Kick. Swing around. Simonelli chased out by McLaughlin. Skip pass again. Knocked down. McLaughlin, great hands. He's going to put on the brakes and look to loft that one over the timeline. And he does find Stotts. Travis Stotts, shovel. Stotts to Stotts. Falling Stotts to Stotts and the back of the net. Now, I'm not sure if either Stotts drew it up like that, but they'll take that result. A shorthanded goal. And it's 4-2. So Jeremy gets the goal while falling down, and 52 seconds remaining in this quarter. A 2-goal lead for the Snipers. Off the draw. Scott battling for it with Sugihara. Scott hits the turf. And coming away with it are the Riverwolves. Booker Muir in there to try to disrupt things, and Argent now. Argent will roll it to the top. Merritt will scoop, and the offense will go to work now. Back power play for 50 seconds. 25 seconds left in the quarter. Backhand pass, a little casual. 7 on the shot clock. Argent, kick. Merritt, Woodland changes the angle. Wide of the mark. Simonelli picks it up, lets it go right on. Stopped by Dusty Hill. 10 seconds left now on the game clock. Quick pass to Vredenberg. Andrew Vredenberg. 3. Got to shoot it. Dumps it off the crossbar. Almost a late shorty on the same power play. 15 in the books. 4-2 Snipers. Back at it here at the Iroquois Lacrosse Arena as we get set for second quarter. 24 seconds left in the Paris power play. A 4-2 lead for the Snipers. Just want to send a shout out to Vern Hill and his crew, as I'm sure he'll be watching both brothers in action in this game. Miss you, Vernie. And off the draw, Sugihara, the master, trying to bounce off a couple, finally gets it out. They'll set up the offense now. Patterson, he'll bring that over, go for a run, kill the final seconds off of the penalty, and now team's back to full strength, 5 in the shot clock. Patterson, tough angle, goes behind the net. Hill looking for that roll, but a little outmatched there, as certainly no lack of creativity from the Thunder, and now the Riverwolves bring it back, trailing by a couple. Woodland. Brown has some room, ducks in. Brown goes to the overhand, stopped though. Rebound, another great stop. So how about that, standing tall, Liber Preya. Headman now, and it's Poirier. Poirier, his shot, looking behind, but nothing doing there on a great save. And my apologies, it was Dusty Hill's save. And Liber Preya at the other end that matched him. But Dusty Hill keeping this a 4-2 game. Brown. Work it over, Simonelli, set it up now, Nakamura. Nakamura, lots of time looking in. That's going to be a penalty as Stotts is going to plead his case, but once again, going to have to head to the sin bin for 2. So back to the power play go the Riverwolves. They're second of the game. They're 0 for 1, and they've given up a shorthanded goal. So a chance here to sort of cancel each other out, even things out. So Woodland's at the top. No surprise there. Argent and Merritt. Simonelli And Brown. Kick out. Simonelli on the cross. Kick out. Brown to the bouncer. That one steered aside by Hill. Zulian goes airborne. Picks it up. The speedster ducks past one. Rolls on another. Swims his way past Argent. And now puts on the Jets. Zulian. Sidearm wide of the mark. Rebound. Kept there by Stotts. And he'll slow it up. Minute and a half now and a man short. Bombury had a notion, had a thought, and then thought better of it. 5 on the shot clock. Ducks by a defender. He's going to roll that in the corner or toss it. Either way, same result. And a good job offensively by the Snipers. So Argent will set things up now for the Riverwolves. Just over a minute left in the power play. Woodland has slid over to that left shooter spot. Simonelli has room. Skip, Merritt. Looks, Argent again. Woodland, interchange. Woodland, Simonelli. Not. Argent has to bail him out. That bounce well wide. And now it's Sky. So Gavin Sky, they'll look to chip away a chunk of this time. 30 seconds left in the penalty. Patterson out there with Thunderhill. Working alongside of Colton Armitage. 5 on the shot clock. Hill zips it across, gets knocked down. That's going to be a violation, but just 8 seconds left in the Snipers penalty. And it'll be Scott that brings it over the timeline. So the Snipers have done a good job now of slowing things up here. If they do kill the penalty, team's back to 5 aside. Hill, great save. Bergsma, kick over, off the crossbar. Beauty pass from Graham Bergsma as he had Argent on the doorstep, but Argent not able to beat the crossbar. Travis Stotts now puts on a little bit extra. He'll wait for the change as Richie Albert will head to the bench. Stotts will dump it off. He'll retreat as well. 10 on the shot clock. Pilon. Been red hot. Pilon. Kick across. Karam played. Thunderhill going to have to do something. A little too late, and he'll roll it in the corner. Possession to Paris. Under 11 minutes to play here, first half. And Snipers, McLaughlin in there battling for it. And no lack of effort ever by the captain of the Snipers. Comes away with it, and he'll trot over the timeline. Brooker Muir. Talk about two guys that do a lot of the little things, Muir and McLaughlin. Hill. Skipped that pass across, able to track it down with 7 on the shot clock. Dumps it down low. Great quick stick finish. Armitage on the end of the tic-tac-toe. Beauty pass play there by the Snipers. And an even better finish. Armitage with his first of the game and largest lead for the Snipers, 5-2. Off the draw, Stotts. So Sugihara continued to be the master inside that face-off circle as possession again belongs to the Snipers. Now back to work on O. Bombury gets a screen from Zulian, swings it across Hess. Hess has some room to the bouncer, steered aside. Ball loose in the corner, and it's picked up, and it's Argent. He'll loft it up. Ellerton will run under it, and he'll stop, drop, and set up shop. Up high and swinging around the Woodland. Under 9.5. Merritt. Almost pushed into that crease area. Curls back out. Finds Woodland, and he finds the post. Ball loose, Simonelli tracks it down. Fresh 20 for the Riverwolves. Behind in that Woodland, couldn't one hand grab that now, and now Poirier's going to race out. Has Stotts with him. Poirier, backdoor, sights it. Poirier keeps it. Sidearm goes off a defender, and Owen Dale. Ball loose. Good job to track that down by Ross Hill, and he'll scamper to an open area. Hill trailing out Patterson. Right in the pocket, couldn't hold it. Took a beat, he picked up. Pelon shot steered aside. Hill going to try to regroup. Fresh 20. Looking for the screen and roll. Finds the Thunder. Takes that sidearm. That's wide. Ball loose. Got to be heads up as Patterson took a bump. And a very convenient bump, I must say. And now it's Woodland. Woodland making a turn, kicks it Bergsma. Merritt, 5 on the shot clock. Merritt ducks in, goes right on. Dusty Hill covered that up. Look for the outlet, has it in McLaughlin. McLaughlin going to run under that one hopper. 2-on-2 right now, waiting for the trailer, swing across. Quick shot wide of the mark from Ross Hill. Brooker Muir on the scoop. Tiptoes, but caught a little bit of that crease. And possession will go back to the Riverwolves. 7:45 to go here in this half. Minicello. Argent. Trying to duck out. Ty Argent. No look pass. Knocked down by Stotts. Run down though by Simonelli. 5 on the shot clock. Wittich got in the way of that one. Merritt just flips that up, man, into the netting. And with 7:17 to go, that's going to take us to our officials' timeout and give us a chance to thank some of our Six Nations sponsors. Belco Construction, Nitro 54 Variety, KT Gas and Tobacco, Classics to Customs Auto Body, Little Buffalo Gas and Variety, Tribe Cannabis, One Nation Energy, Aero Express Sports, and of course, Hills Custom Coffins. You are allowed to visit on the regular, but you cannot stay. We'll see you soon. 7:17 to play here in this second quarter. Snipers holding a 5-2 lead. They have possession now and kick things off on the offensive end. Bombury, skip pass outside. Skip back. Thunderhill not able to handle it. Trouble here is Minicello. Outruns him. Breakaway now. Minicello top corner. So once again, Marcus Minicello with his second transition goal of this game, and that cuts the lead now to 5-3. Not sure who you are, but there aren't too many guys in the league that would have been able to catch up to Minicello. Maybe a Mitch Zulian potentially, or a Colin Matthews for Brampton, something along those lines. But Minicello, one of the fastest in the league, and he's got some big, long strides, covers a lot of ground in a hurry. Off the draw, Sugihara fighting for it, can't win this one though. Great job from Brett Hansor. And not very often you see Sugihara get beat in that face-off circle. Out there on D, Woodland. Kick across Brown. Simonelli filtering out late. Bounce across to Woodland. That one goes down, and Sugihara tiptoes around that crease. Good pass up ahead. Zulian, one to beat. Mitch Zulian. He'll let it go in the corner. Mitch Zulian stepping up and giving his team a 6-3 lead. So you talk about Mitch Zulian and what he does. He's a great transition player. Still want to see him be a little more aggressive offensively. He's got lots of tools to work with. Sometimes he's one of those guys that is a pass first, shoot second kind of player. And as a teammate, you love that. As a coach, sometimes it'll make you pull out your hair. Not me, of course, because I don't have any, and that's okay. Stotts now, the loose ball. Snipers with possession, Stotts to Stotts. We've talked about that. Combo's already been in effect earlier. Armitage now. Bounces across out late. Hill. Wrong stick side, thinks better of it. Good decision. Armitage looking for an opening. Minicello on him. Good spin move. Shovel right on. Scoops it back for a fresh 20. Some great work there by Armitage. Dive attempt and closed off. So now the Riverwolves again will send away Minicello. Minicello has Woodland flying out the back door. Woodland in tight. Great save, Dusty Hill. Oh, the dust bucket stood tall there as he got the shoulder out to deny Woodland. Muir. Send that over, and Pilon. He'll curl back out. Under 5.5 to go here, first half. 10 on the shot clock. In tight was Patterson, but not able to beat Lever Preya, and quick pass up ahead, and it's Stotts. That one right on. Instead, Sniper is able to regain possession. So that was Bryson Stotts, so you know you got the trio out there. Hess on the give and go, gone and went. Swing around Armitage, 5 on the shot clock. Armitage, great move. Spin around. Has it pop out. Good job by Morrow. And now here come the Riverwolves. A whole lot going on by that Paris back door. And Merritt will settle it down under 4.5. Nakamura inside, tight. Simonelli had it knocked down. So Gavin Skye will get credit for the save there. Another chance, underhand, 5-hole Simonelli. Noah Simonelli with his second of the game is a big one. Trims the lead now to 6-4. Simonelli came in with 10 goals, now has 12 in total on the season. This is where the Snipers now have to find a way to get that spark back. Off the draw, Sugihara trying to get manhandled. Zulian going to try to use his soccer style, and instead Minicello's going to pick that up. So all that, and Minicello comes away with it. And he's going to swing it across. Brown will slow it down. Brown, one-on-one with Zulian, trying to duck in. Spin. Zulian stays with him. Kick back out. Bergsma on the swing to Merritt. Woodland on the run. His sidearm misses. Bergsma picks it up, but going to have a penalty called as looks like Woodland's going to go for retaliation. So it's going to be a holding call to Curtis Woodland, and I think we may have a timeout on the play. We'll just wait and see how things filter out. Either way, this could be first power play opportunity for the Snipers. They've been good with the man advantage. They've capitalized 60% of the time. But this Paris Riverwolves penalty kill, one of the best in the league at 50%. Sorry, 58%. So we'll see what transpires as you've got a couple hills. Thunder fakes and goes down. Great adjustment by Thunder Hill. Tell you didn't have the opening up top. Hesitated just enough to create that angle and some space and found the mark. So 1-for-1 with the man advantage are the Snipers. They stay deadly on the power play. It's a 7-4 game with just under 3.5 to play here in the second quarter. Off the draw. Ellerton going to track it down. Quick pass out. Brown's going to have to turn and get it over that timeline, and almost an over and back. Pretty close. Minicello, though, will set it up. They'll work it right side. Brown thought he had Merritt, instead got it to Argent. Argent, McLaughlin on him. Argent stopped by Dusty Hill, who scoops, gathers, and going to be a penalty, and it looks like it's going to be Gavin Scott. It's going to go for chopping down more trees, as that'll be the second time he heads over to that penalty box. Be the third time the Riverwolves go to the power play. They're 0 for 2 and have given up a shorthanded marker. So with just under 3 minutes to play, a chance for Paris to close the gap, trailing by 3. Woodland's going to be the quarterback this time around, at least till the interchange. Brown, Simonelli, Argent, Merritt. That pellet right off the crossbar by Woodland, and no sense leaving it. Clock's still ticking on the penalty, so they're going to hustle it up. They get a fresh 20. Simonelli behind the net. Argent. 5 and a shot clock. Brown has to take this. That one wide of the mark. Can't able to hold on to it. Merritt just gets rid of it in time. So good defense by the Snipers. Still got a ways to go here to kill this penalty now, and it's Zulian. Zulian going to find some open space and then loft it up. Bomberry going to run under it. Bomberry's going to hold it back door. That pass well behind Rosshill. And no damage done as the shot clock was ticking down. Ellerton will move it up. 45 seconds left in the Paris power play. Merritt. Him and Woodland will work that left side. Overload on the right with Argent behind the net. Argent, 6 on the shot clock. Woodland's going to tee it up again. That one stopped by Dusty Hill. Picked up. Bomberry going to try to dodge his way out. That pass almost intercepted. Wittich on the carom. Brooker Muir bails him out, and they'll bring it into the offensive end. So some good work by the Snipers to maintain possession. Backdoor popped right out of the pocket, and now Paris going to counter. We're into the final minute here, first half. That shot wide of the mark. And a chance now here for Stotts. Stotts in alone. Stotts picks the corner. Travis Stotts getting it done in transition. Finds that far corner. 8-4 with 46 seconds to play here in this first half. So some solid defense leads to some very good offense for the Snipers. As a good job of counterpunching. Zulian with the inbounds. Whole lot going on in that Snipers bench as they'll set things up. Dusty Hill has enough of a differential. He's not going to find the bench anytime soon. Pilon swings it around. Patterson to the bounce. Rebound loose. Riverwolves with 22 seconds left will call timeout. Trailing by 4. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back with the rest of the second quarter. Welcome back to the Iroquois Lacrosse Arena as we get set for quarter number 3. Between the Six Nations Snipers leading the Paris Riverwolves 8-4. Just in case you missed it, it was the Whitby Steelhawks 15-8 winners over the Oshawa Outlaws yesterday at Children's Arena. That one followed by a Brampton Express 19-9 win over the Peterborough Timbermen. Today here earlier, the Toronto Monarchs got back to their winning ways, or extended their win streak to 2 now with a 17-9 win over the Shwegan Bears. So this, of course, will wrap up Week 12 in the Arenalacrosseleague. Week 13, of course, has some great matchups ahead. We'll get to that, but in the meantime, between time off the draw, Riverwolves come out with a little bit of jump in their step, and it's Ellerton. Ellerton working the half boards. Kick across. Minicello looking down low. Can't connect with Argent. Instead, Zulian picks it up. In some trouble. Rolls through two defenders now and moves it into the offensive end. He'll flip and retreat. And now Patterson will set things up half board right side. Snipers have looked good here in this game. Patterson had a notion. Has an opening. Sidearm wide of the mark. Can't track down the carom, so that'll be an over and back. And the Riverwolves now are going to pick it up deep in the offensive end. It'll be Harrison Brooks. Woodland working with Merritt. Merritt bobbled it but regained it, swings it around. Simonelli to Bergsma. Bergsma. Skip inside Merritt, and Dusty Hill shrugged his shoulders, and again a quick bounce shot wide of the mark. So they're going to go with a reset 20, and they should have. It should have been a reset before. Shot, stop right on the wickets. Dusty Hill right there, and bodies laying in that purple crease. And now the Snipers will counter the other way with Andrew Vredenberg. Hess. Now to turn the corner, Bombury and Hess work the two-man game. Hess with 10 on the shot clock. Quick shovel pass. Patterson back out, swing around. Awfully tough. You give it to Thunder Hill when the shot clock's dying down. He's got to get a quick one. Almost another one by Pilon as he picked up the loose ball but couldn't find the empty cage. Back come the Riverwolves. Ellerton. Good fake. Goes to the bouncer. Nick Ellerton. Seems like every time the Riverwolves need a little something, there's Ellerton to step front and center. First of the game. It's 8-5 now. Nick Ellerton just specializes in doing a whole lot of those little things that your team needs, and he just seems to know when the right time it is to do the right thing. Off the draw, Sugihara controls that one. Wittich now will leg it over the timeline and take it deep on the left side. Ross Hill, Ellerton on him. Draws a double team. Hill trying to scoot out, gets rid of it. Man wide open instead. Zulian lets it go. That one steered aside. Zulian tracks down his own rebound, in some trouble. Swims his way in, gets a screen, gets taken around. Zulian high steps it out of there, and they'll reset at the top with 10 on the shot clock. Great job, Mitch Zulian. On the screen and roll. Patterson fakes a shot. That one wide of the mark, so not exactly the execution the Snipers wanted. But instead now the Riverwolves will get a chance here on offense. It's Woodland. Woodland, kick across. Simonelli bounced further away from that dotted half circle. Fakes once, can't get a shot off. That one knocked down. And racing and fighting for it is Bryson Stotts. Comes away with it. And he'll set up in the offensive end. Good job defensively by the Orange to hold things down. Hess and Hill almost. Miscommunication instead. Good recovery. Bombury. Riverwolves pushing the Snipers way out and too much on that screen. So that'll be a violation, and Paris will get the ball back. Brooks working with Dale. Going to have to hurry. They work to give and go, and just over in time. Argent. You know, we'd like to pocket one here, and Argent able to jump over the corner of that crease, kick it back out, swinging around Woodland. Woodland goes hard, sidearm stop by Dusty Hill. Hill will loft one up. Sugihara has a man with him, 2-on-2. Sugihara Wrong stick side. Trying to roll back, thinks better of it. Kicks it back out. They'll reset with Patterson. Good decision there. Bombury can't find an opening. Ellerton closed that up. Good defensive rotation by the Riverwolves. Underhand blocked. And it's scooped up. And here come Paris, 2-on-1. Hanser. He'll duck back in. Hanser robbed though by Dusty Hill. And through the crease the call. So Hill standing tall for the Snipers here as we're under 10.5 to go in the third. 8-5. Snipers lead. Patterson looking for an opening. That one knocked down by Ellerton. Karam, Patterson, quick swing. Hill had that one knocked down, so a couple of block shots by Paris. That defense getting it done now, Minicello. Not sure of the tally, but it's almost like the Paris defense has made more saves. A great save there, speaking of, by Dusty Hill on the slide. Zulian now races by two defenders. Zulian, he'll kick it back out, and Stotts will set up shop right there under 9.5 to go. Hess. Bombury tried to backhand slide that over to Hill. Thunderhill, great spin. Hill lets it go. That one right in the wickets as Lever Preya made a point to close them up. And now Paris will counter the other way. So end to end we go here. Goaltending's been good, defense even better. Woodland with Stotts on him. Wittich on the switch, kicks it, Bergsma with 7 on the shot clock. Woodland ran out of room. Flicks it back on the shovel, but no one's going to get that. That'll be an over and back call. And possession will belong to the Snipers. Bradenberg on the inbound. Snipers now will send it across. Look for an opening. Pilon kicks it. Armitage dances right back from whence he came. Kick back out Patterson. Not able to get it cleanly. Got knocked off the ball. Still loose. Patterson still fighting for it. Shot clock ticking down. Stotts in there to mix it up with Owen Dale. And those two exchange pleasantries, and possession will belong to Paris. Woodland chase back inside tight. Great save. Argent robbed by Dusty Hill as he is doing everything in his power to try to stick one to his old team, but Hill working the Hill. Ross, spin around, sidearm, tried to go 5-hole, closed up. And with 7:23 to go, that's going to take us to our first officials timeout. Before we go to a break, just a quick shout out to the Mike family in attendance. They've been missing in action for a while, but it's lovely to see them. Cookies or no cookies. We'll be back. Quick break. Inbounds complete. Here come the Riverwolves now after our officials timeout, and it's Argent. He'll swing it across Minicello. Going to pull the goalie, Riverwolves, to try to get some action. Trailing late is Simonelli. Backfires. Wittich had it, gave it up. Plenty of time on the shot clock, and now Argent. Whole host of orange shirts surrounding him. Argent. If he comes out of that, I don't know how. Lost his stick. And still does come away with it. Boy, that kid is shifty. And a good effort. But to no avail as the Snipers come away with possession. Ross Hill met by Ellerton. Hill will work it to Hill. Patterson, one-on-one, swing around. On the run, Armitage. His bouncer stopped nicely. And now Ellerton will work it up and into the offensive end. Good crowd on hand again in this game, too, at the ILA. Ellerton finds Bergsma. Bergsma now at the half boards, working with 10 on the shot clock. Graham Bergsma gets a screen. Bergsma on the roll. Quick shot. Nakamura wide of the mark. Ellerton thought he had a handle on it, didn't. And Vredenberg's going to scoop and go. Can't scoop it clean. They'll play right on. Brooker Muir jumped in the rush, but good transition defense by the Riverwolves eliminated that fast break opportunity. Hill on the roll, gave it away. Minicello, big strides, covering a lot of ground, got Brown with him. Minicello, Brown, right six side, picks the corner. Dawson Brown, another transition goal for Paris, and they're back in this one, trailing 8-6. So just a tough break for the Snipers as Paris turned what looked like a minimal opportunity into an exceptional one, and that was because of the speed of Minicello. So Minicello's figured in the mix on 3 transition goals. 2 of them he's pocketed himself, and the other he shared the wealth. Stotts. He'll work it across. Zulian now. And Zulian will find some relief in Armitage. Patterson, one-on-one on that side. Inside, Bombury changes it, underhand wide. Ellerton, funny bounce off the boards, but shot clock's going to go and possession's going to belong to Paris. And Minicello now. Merritt, he's been quiet in this game. That one knocked down by Stotts. Poirier picks that up. Poirier now, 1 defender, 1 to beat. Good defense, though. Gets some help. Poirier tried to use Stotts as a screen. Went off Stotts' back, and now they'll reset here with Ross Hill. Hill, hesitation. Hill, shovel back out. That one goes off the defender into the crease, and now an outlet pass will send away the Riverwolves. Trying to pull his way up, instead gets closed off. Now the big man, Gavin Sky. Rolls in with one hand, good switch, gets it to Thunderhill. Hill will settle it down. Bombury stops, was looking to pop, couldn't do it. Trailing late is Hess. Hess tees it up, good save. Rebound pops up. Thunderhill runs under it. Fresh 20 now for the Snipers. And Bombury's going to go for that as Minicello took a hard hit. So no need to dispute the call as there is no argument. Bombury heads straight to the penalty box. Legal cross-check from official Brad Fennell, and Paris now will go back to work. They're 0 for 3 with the man advantage. This is their 4th opportunity. They've actually given up a shorthanded goal in the mix as well. So Woodland at the top here, and he goes right to work. Deflected, change up, Dusty Hill. Had to make an adjustment, and he did. Zulian going to put on the Jets, get it over the timeline. Spin around, go to an open area, dump it off, find Stotts. Stotts gives that off, and now it'll be Armitage. Armitage going to try to burn some time here. 1.5 minutes to go in the man short. That one right on, steered up, and good job there by Jerry Stotts to get his team 20 more to burn. We're at the 3-minute mark here, third quarter. Armitage will bring it right back out, and they'll spread the floor. Merritt's going to remain in the offensive end, so it'll be a 3-on-4. That one. Shot clock violation, and here comes Argent with Merritt, 2-on-1. Argent lets it go right in the logo, Dusty, and he absorbed that. Quick pass, sends away Stotts. Travis Stotts working with Brooker Muir. Brooker Muir had a notion, yes he did, not able to take that shot. Good discipline there, and they'll reset with Thunder. 35 seconds left. Shot clock down to 7. Thunderhill on the run, goes bouncer, stop. So a good shot from Hill. Just a better save from Lever Preya as he closed up the wickets tight. Final 15 seconds of the power play for Paris. Under the 2-minute warning here. Simonelli, kick out, Argent. Simonelli tried to change his angle, couldn't. Skip past, now he has it, knocked down. Snipers scoop it up, backhand ahead. Beauty by Zulian. Vredenberg finding ahead. Bounce shot finish. It's Bombury. That there is Sniper Lacrosse. Jeremy Bombury with his first of the game came just as the penalty was over. And that was a beauty play. Mitch Zulian backhand outlet to Vredenberg, and then Vredenberg seeing Bombury had a step or two, passed that ball ahead, and a great finish, 9-6. Off the draw, Sugihara looking to press the issue. Flip back out, Stotts, good job on the carom, and he'll swing it around. Hill. Seven on the shot clock. Stotts again, and off the shoulder pad and out of play. We'll keep it right back here with the Snipers. Zulian. Final minute, third quarter. Hill to Hill. Skip. Looking for Stotts. Hess. Hill fakes, has some room, goes to the overhand, stopped, sat there, but not able to fish it out of the purple crease. And Ellerton now going to race and move it over the timeline. 40 seconds to go here in the third. Nakamura, Simonelli, Bergsma looking for a screen. Skip to Wooden. Wooden one-on-one. He's going to go in. Wooden diving in wide of the mark. Crease the call, and it'll be possession to the Snipers. 22 seconds left of the game clock. Poirier going to run under this one, wrong stick side, so he'll think better of it. Shot clock off. 10 seconds on the game clock. Net empty at the Snipers' end. Extra attacker on. 6. Down to 4. Inside. Swing around. Top overhand. Thunderhill stop. And the buzzer goes 3 quarters. Have been good. 9-6 Snipers. All locked and loaded now as we get set for the final 15 here at the Iroquois Lacrosse Arena on the Six Nations of the Grand River. Lance Wynn, JVI Productions. Arena Lacrosse League, the finale of Week 12 as Mitch Zulian has been all over the carpet here today, having himself a fine game, works it to Sugihara down, and they'll start it on the left half boards. Bombury has held his own quite nicely, as has Pilon. Pilon trying to turn the corner, but that Minicello kid has had a fine game as well. Bombury, hesitation, goes 5-hole, closed off, and rebound Thunderhill. Point blank, stop. Rebound again, Paris going to pick it up and bounce off a check now, and it's going to be, that looks like Cam Mancini to me. That shot finds the mark. So a great job there as Cam Mancini, not wearing number 20. Looks like he's wearing that number 14, and he'll get credit for the goal. So first of the game, and we got ourselves a 2-goal game. Connor Scott will control, and Paris now with possession and within striking distance. Merritt. Still has it. It's Woodland. Woodland on the run, bouncer, and it caught the side of the net. And they're going to check that, and I thought it caught the side, not the inside. And from my vantage point, they're calling that a goal, and that's a tough one to take because I thought that may have gone on the outside of the mesh and then hit Dusty Hill and bounced out. It'd be awfully hard for it to go in that corner and then ricochet at that angle. But no offense to our officials, I think that we've got a better vantage point here than they did on that one. But again, in the Arena Lacrosse League, there is no video review. So the call is the call, and it seems to stand. So I think you're going to give Curtis Woodland his first of the game. And now the gap is 9-8 with a whole lot of time to play. So they spent some time prior to the game repairing that net on both sides, and there hasn't been too much of a protest from either bench. So got to figure that the Stripes got it right, which is usually the case. Off the draw, Sugihara. Kick back out Stotts, and we've seen Sugihara take that one and be aggressive trying to take that to the net in the past. Haven't seen any of that yet today. Armitage. Inside, quick shot right on, stop. So Lever Prey has been good. Lost one up, back door, Merritt wide open. Merritt ties the game at 9. Riverwolves with a 3-goal run. On a beauty transition, and it started with their netminder and finished with 77. First of the game for Merritt, 27th goal of the season. Couldn't have come at a better time here. And after being in the driver's seat for 3 quarters, the Snipers find themselves tied. Off the draw, Sugihara. Kick out, swings at Stotts. He'll swing it as well. Up the middle, Pilon, quick shot. Steered aside, almost trickled over that goal line, but now Paris will have a chance here to counter. Brown, Bergsma hustling to that right side. Nakamura. That one goes off a defender and stays in play. Merritt tracks it down. Zips it across. Nakamura, that goes off a defender, and out of play. So that'll be a fresh 20 for Paris, and luckily enough, as that shot clock was winding down, and Merritt now. Merritt fakes a shot, ducks in, through one. Chase back out, finds some relief, and Woodland takes a hard hit from Brooker Muir, and Muir knows better than to check. Good job, and off to the races. Stott scooped that in his back pocket. That one right off the logo. Rebound, Brooker Muir. Bouncer, Brooker Muir. Welcome back to the All. Brooker Muir following up his partner in crime. Gotta like the things that Brooker Muir brings to the table for sure, as I do like that stealthy theft, though, from Stotts as he hid that ball nicely. No one knew he had it till he was halfway to the net. Sugihara, chance here to go at it. Dumps it, Stotts, tees it up, And it goes knuckleball and in. Back-to-back goals by the Snipers. So this time, give Travis Stotts the nod, his second of the game. And may not gone in as pretty as he would like, but certainly the result is all that matters. And the Snipers restore the 2-goal lead. It's 11-9. So a whole lot's happened in the last couple of minutes. Hanser takes down Sugihara, gets possession. Sugihara going to wrap him up, and that's going to be a holding in football and in lacrosse. And they'll slow it up. Long run to that box. Extra attacker on for the Riverwolves. Simonelli. Down on the crease. Great save, Dusty Hill, and possession to the Snipers. So back to the power play. Go the Riverwolves. It'll be their 5th power play opportunity of the game, and they're 0 for 4. So Sugihara is going to go for the hold. I don't think you can translate that into a hug. That was a hold. Woodland at the top here. So see if Paris can right this power play. That bullet right on Dusty Hill. Great job to get that left pad out, and now Stotts will work it with Zulian. 11.5 to go here in the 4th. Isolated one-on-one. Quick shot as Ross Hill saw an opening, took it. But a good job by Lever Preya to close that up. Simonelli and Woodland. Woodland sliding over. Simonelli, bouncer. So Simonelli goes to the underhand on a good pass from Woodland. Their first power play goal of this game. And it's now an 11-10 lead. Third goal of the game for Noah Simonelli. So a whole lifetime still to play, just over 11 minutes left in this 4th quarter, and neither of these two teams willing to relent. Violation right off the bat will give possession to the Snipers. So you know, any early twitch, any movement, once the players are set in the face-off circle, is a violation. Turn in the corner, Bomber, good shot, stopped. Ellerton, double team, great forechecking, and it's taken away by the Snipers. Thunderhill, settle it down. Good job on the forecheck by Six Nations now, and it's Pilon. Quick shot, bullet! My Ross Hill, how you like me now? Did he ever bulge it that time? First of the game for him. I'll give some credit. Ross Hill, he really stepped into that one, I tell you. As one of the few times the Snipers in the shooter spots have had a little bit of room to work with, and they made good there, restoring the 2-goal lead, 12-10. Off the draw, Sugihara, but it's intercepted. Argent. Merritt goes down as him and Wittich collided. Both smile, so no damage done there. And Argent now chased by Stotts. Stotts going to wrap him up. Argent slithers out of that one now, and Nakamura. Merritt ducks under. Goes to the far side. Rebound. Bergsma robbed twice. Just bucket doing his thing. Stotts now moves it ahead. Sugihara has Zulian, but he'll hold on to it as we're under 10 minutes to go here in the 4th. Hill will swing it across. Now Patterson. Ducks in. Can't get through. Good cross check there. Pelon, wrong stick side. Easy save there. Paris now with a chance. Ellerton runs under that. Backdoor. Woodland. Not open. Woodland gets open. Woodland stopped though by Dusty Hill. Oh, Dusty. Doing it up. Gavin Sky. In alone. No one with him. He'll wait for some help. Sky turns the corner. Skywalker can't get that to go. Flying over top was Bombury, and now Mancini will work it up. And it's Brown. Brown turns the corner. Can't get that roll going on the screen and roll. Merritt brings it back out. Merritt. Quick shot, tried to sneak it by the defender, didn't fool Dusty Hill, and now Poirier leans in. He's going to find an open spot to set things up. And now the rest of the Snipers' offense filter out with Underhill. Armitage on the cut, in tight. Armitage, two fakes, but Lever Preya didn't know where it was, and through the crease of the call, and it'll belong to Paris. Almost a great pass play there, just came up a bit short, did the Snipers. Brooks will get some relief. Simonelli now. Woodland. Woodland works it. Bergsma had it knocked down, and Stotts will lay it out, and Vredenberg now in alone. No one near him. Andrew Vredenberg. Can't beat Lever Preya on that far side. Ellerton scoops up the loose ball. He'll move it up. We're under 8 minutes. Quick pass ahead. Brown. Argent. Argent shot. Stop Dusty Hill. Didn't know where it was. Loose. Dotted half circle. Scrum. Who else comes away with it but Ty Argent? Argent. Kick out. Nakamura's bouncer. Stop. Dusty Hill doing it up here. Sky and Sugihara. Not quite sure that fast break attempt is going to be all that fast with those two, but Thunderhill will settle it down and skip it across to the right. Inside, bullet finish, Bombury. Beauty pass to find Jeremy Bombury right in that dotted half circle slot, and that was in and out of his stick in a blink of an eye. Second of the game for him, 18th of the season. And it's 13-10 with under 7 minutes to go. So you have to note when you mentioned some of the absences for the Riverwolves, you got Curtis Woodland here. That's a big thing, but you're also missing a Luke Robinson. You're missing a Marley Angus and a Cayman Daibo, which are 2 and 3 big scorers. Lots of points there, not in the lineup for Chris Driscoll today. Got to play on, got a soldier on. Quick shot off the crossbar. Gathered on the 22nd reset by Zulian. Inside, Armitage had it picked off Woodland. Pass ahead. On the run now is Brooks, and he'll think better of it. Didn't have any help, was outnumbered, and he'll shovel it over Scott. Merritt. Bergsma gets a screen. Bergsma on the roll. Nakamura behind the net. Had a notion to find Argent, but couldn't connect cleanly now, and it's McLaughlin on the run. Backdoor. Finds him. Picked it off the crossbar, Ross Hill. Gathered by McLaughlin, and they'll reset with a fresh 20. Couple of great chances there as Thunderhill now. On the run, Patterson. That one stopped, and An outlet pass now, Ellerton. Backdoor, on the money, Merritt can't hold it down. Bradenburg will retrieve it. And they'll bring it back the other way with Stotts, who can't get that one cleanly, but manages to get it off the boards. Hill. Pelon. 8 on the shot clock. Thunderhill goes to the bouncer. That's wide of the mark. Rebound picked up. Pelon lets it go right on. Snipers battling for it, and they come away with it. It's Thunderhill. So great job to reset. We're under 5 minutes to go. So we are in money time now. On the cut, Armitage. Doesn't have an opening. 3 on the shot clock. Got to let it go. Underhand. Steered aside. Rebound picked up by Minicello. Minicello's going to try and race it over the timeline, and he does. He's had the Jets going all day today. 2 transition goals for him, and they could use another anytime. Brown thought about it, kicked it around. Woodland. Bergsma has an opening. Bergsma tried to dump that off. Minicello inside. Instead, it gets knocked down. Armitage on the run with Zulian. Zulian, right stick side. Zulian! Now, there's a case there where Zulian, for sure, with runner on the wrong stick side, he should have taken that. And with just under 4 minutes to go, that will take us to our final officials timeout. Give us a chance to quickly thank our Six Nations sponsors, Belco Construction, Nitro 54 Variety, KT Gas and Tobacco, Classics to Customs Auto Body, Little Buffalo Gas and Variety, Tribe Cannabis, Puff Puff Pass, One Nation Energy, Aero Express Sports, and Hills Custom Coffins. Come anytime, come frequently, but do not. So as we get set after our officials timeout, it just goes to show you the way the flow has gone. Under 4 minutes, and we'll see what Chris Driscoll and the Paris Riverwolves can muster up here, trailing by 3. It's going to be Noah Simonelli. Just quickly, in case you missed it, Whitby, 15-8 winners over Oshawa. It was Brampton, 19-9 winners over Peterborough. That happened yesterday. Today, Toronto, 17-9 winners over Ohsweken. And here, yet to be determined. Woodland swings it around Merritt. Merritt sends it. Brown ducks in. Brown chased out by Sky. Great stick check. Sky working him. Shot clock at 8. Leans in. That ball scoots out. Bradenburg in a battle with Argent. Take him out of the play. And knocked away. Good job by Stotts. And that's going to go all the way down the floor. Possession will belong to the Snipers. So Thunderhill will inbounds, and they'll swing it back to the top and work it back to the right side. Patterson looking at Bombury. Quick bouncer wide. That's going to go up and battling for it, but instead the Snipers come away with it. No reset. Thunderhill gets a screen, goes over top. 5-hole closed off. Rebound loose. Picked up. Owendale battling for it. Riverwolves not tough enough on that. Thunderhill trying to fish that out. Gets knocked away. And time keeps on ticking as the scrum continues on the boards, and it's Minicello. So Paris now, with just over 2.5 to go, don't have a whole lot of time to work with. Simonelli stops, hesitation, comes around, puts on the Jets, on the run, stopped by Dusty Hill. Dusty Hill has been sensational. Zulian looking ahead, dumps that off. Wittich, he'll stop dead in his tracks and wait for some help. That one knocked loose by Simonelli, picked up Scott. Scott and Simonelli. Scott holds on to it, trying to go airborne, goes into the goaltender, and I have a feeling that's going to be a penalty call. Goaltender interference, that's an easy one as Scott really made no attempt whatsoever. His actual airborne dive was directly at Dusty Hill. So now, with just their second power play opportunity of the game, the Snipers, that's going to make things difficult for the Riverwolves with under 2 minutes to go here to try and mount a comeback. 1 for 1 with the man advantage are the Snipers. Pilon's at the top. He started things off as he's notched 3 goals in this game. And they're not going to be in any hurry, and they shouldn't be here. Let the clock tick down before you take that shot. They'll go with 10 now on the shot clock. Hill, Thunderhill, able to step in, almost found that far corner. Good job by Ross Hill to retrieve. So 20 more. Under a minute and a half. That shot again. Karam played. That one off the crossbar. Retrieved by Thunderhill. Back to Ross. Dumps that off. And they'll pull it back out. Work some more clock. Still over a minute left in the man advantage. Final minute here. In the fourth, Pilon shifts it over. Shot clock at 3. Teeing that one up right on. Rebound! Buried by Keelan Pilon. Fourth of the game for Pilon, and that could be the dagger with 51.7 seconds left on the clock. Fourth of the game for Pilon. Snipers have put together another fine effort. So coming off a big win over Peterborough and Oshawa last week, thought the coaching staff felt that was their best game. They followed that up right here with another good one against a tough Riverwolves team who now have lost 3 in a row, which very surprising, but expect them to be in tip-top form as the Snipers now are just going to let this one play out. Bombury from way out. And Brookermuir is going to battle for with Minicello. 12 on the game clock. That ball loose and 7 seconds left. This will be it for Paris as they'll just let it run out. So a big win for the Six Nations Snipers. They'll up their record now to 5-7. The Paris Riverwolves will fall even 6-6. Week 12 in the books in the Arenalacrosse League. On behalf of the All JVI Productions, I'm Lance Wynn. Thank you for joining us. We will see you next time.